Hello again, today is February 16, 2019, and this is a market recap. So first of all, I wanted to say that we are working on an Indiegogo campaign which will take MasterCharts trading to the new levels of profitability and customer and client interactions. We have a great team and we're working as fast as we can. So please stay tuned, sign up at MasterChartsTrading.com, and then you will be able to receive the updates. Sign up for the mailing list. You will be able to receive the updates about the progress of Indiegogo campaign and when to sign up. Also, MetaTrader 4.0, we're still, we're in the process of working on conversion of the indicators. You can see them here. And also hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. So stocks continue with the breakout. December 2018 drop may have worked itself off. Dow Jones is outperforming. We'll look at foreign stocks, and they're showing signs of life. The high-yield junk bonds are also confirming this move up for stocks. Investment-grade bonds are also holding on to their gains. We'll look at gold and dollar relationship, and we will also look at one of my favorite chart patterns, so please stay tuned. I will show a GDX gold miners example. I will also show my recent trade in oil using retail ETF, and we'll look at natural gas and finish off with a crypto. Alright, so let's start with S&P 500. These are S&P 500 futures. Notice here I recently changed my allocation on my retirement account because the price action was bullish on S&P 500. So I went ahead and I started buying it as well. So for example, here is S&P 500 ETF SPY. This is an actual alert to send to my subscribers at MasterChartsTrading.com. And by the way, you can find out more about the lines on this chart, and I'm talking about the lines, the blue, the red, the green, and the yellow lines on this chart, the yellow and the green lines on this chart. These lines are calculated, they're mathematically generated, they're not drawn by hand. So they are helpful in basically figuring out where to buy, at what price level to buy, at what price level to sell, and additionally, do we want to be even buying or selling? So in this case, you can see that we saw a close above the blue line. Here we did not act back in beginning of January. We did not go ahead and short because the price action just did not confirm. So I did nothing. And here we have a breakout on 4th of February 2019, and looks like we want to continue higher. Dow Jones actually broke out even earlier than S&P 500. Let me show it to you again. So it broke out actually a few days before S&P 500. There was a breakout on the 30th of January and a very nice move higher towards fresh highs. The European equities also are attempting to bottom. In fact, I opened one of the countries, European countries, I opened a position in one of the ETFs, and later on I'll show you which one it is. But overall, VGK seems to be moving higher. This is European equities, diversified European equities. So if we see a breakout above 55.38 currently, then we would be interested in buying this. Same goes for Japan, approaching, well, actually it's trying to break out here from the bearish levels towards 57, which is a blue line and bullish levels. Same goes for emerging markets, still struggling a little bit, but it could easily continue higher if the overall market turns around. The junk bonds correlate highly to the general stock market. So in other words, the junk bonds, JNK, and some other junk bond funds, they move in lockstep with S&P 500, and if they move in lockstep with S&P 500, the up move in bonds is a positive sign for the stock markets. AGG, also known as Aggregate Bond Fund. Overall, there are many different bond funds. There are many different mutual funds that hold diversified bonds, but this is just a ETF equivalent of the bond funds. And here on 24th of January 2019, I went ahead and I started buying bonds again, and I changed my allocation in my retirement accounts to 20% bonds, 80% cash, and recently I already added some stocks as well. So bonds broke out before stocks. The fact that bonds and stocks are both moving higher doesn't really mean anything, because there were other periods in life of stock markets and bond markets when the bonds and stocks were moving in the same direction together. So I would just take it in isolation, basically. All right, let's look at dollar. Dollar has had a pretty big move higher from late January. Dollar components are also kind of acting inconsistently, and this is why, if you're one of the subscribers, then you know that I've been consistently saying that gold and dollar have been somewhat inconsistent, and as a result, I am reluctant to be very heavy in one or the other. In fact, here's gold, XAU USD. I think the breakout has already occurred here on January 3rd, 2019, this year. And this looks like a very bullish pattern. I think it could continue higher towards fresh highs. Here I wanted to show a pattern that I really like a lot, and how to trade this pattern. So first of all, on this chart you see four lines. You got the green, the blue, the red, and the yellow lines, and I put them there by going to indicators on TradingView, where I'm hovering right now, and then adding my indicators. And these are custom indicators. You see long MasterCharts Trading and short MasterCharts Trading. So you got two indicators. How to put them on your chart is very easy, and I can explain it. Once you have signed up, you can get those same indicators on your price chart on TradingView. To get back to this trade and this pattern, what I really like about this pattern is the fact that you can see that the blue line has come down towards the price action. So back at this time frame here in early January, you can see that the price has closed below the red line right there, 19th of January, or the December, and has not yet moved higher towards the blue line. So if we advance forward, you can see that actually the blue line came down towards the price action, and the price action itself and the price itself have moved higher. So here on the 28th of January would have been a perfect opportunity to go ahead and enter, because you can see that the close was just above the blue line right there on 28th of January, and then you can see a very nice move higher. And this is the type of patterns I really enjoy trading, when the indicators come down, price comes up, and we just simply buy there. This makes it less risky of an endeavor. So this is one of my favorite price action, so to speak, patterns. All right, let's look at oil and gas. So first of all, let's look at my recent oil trade. This is an actual alert to my subscribers, and I went ahead and I opened a position myself. So here's what happened. First of all, the reason why I was even thinking about shorting it is because we made fresh lows, and now we have rebounded towards support resistance lines here at the red line. I went ahead and I shorted exactly where I normally would do such a thing, and that is I see a touch of the red line from below and then a close below. So I went ahead and I opened a short position right there on 31st of January. The position went in my favor. I went ahead and I sold half here on the 11th of February and moved my stop to entry. And then the next day I was stopped out. So overall, it was still a profitable trade. And let me show it to you the way it was done with my retail account. So here's DWT. This is an inverse triple leveraged ETN tied to the price of oil. So in other words, if the oil is dropping, the DWT should be rising. This is exactly what happened on 31st of January. Here at I bought at $9.47. It went in my favor. On the 11th of February, I sold half of the position and moved my stop to entry, and then I was stopped out the next day. So overall, it was still a profitable trade, about 4.4%. If you're trading futures, then your gain would be most likely higher. So okay, so that was oil. Natural gas, also very nice trade. The subscribers are actually up over 24% on futures, and if you trade natural gas, then usually it's a highly leveraged trades. So you can open, for example, DGAS, and I'll show you later on because DGAS is a little bit tricky, but overall beautiful move in our favor. Same thing, basically we think that natural gas is bearish because for commodities and forex I use the red line as a bearish trend setter, and so here on the 28th of December, this is where the trend change has occurred, and we're starting to trade to the downside, and perfect rebound, a perfect candle right there on the 16th of January. It has a shooting star characteristics, and it also closed below the red line. We went ahead and we sent an alert, and you got a very nice gain there. Finally, Bitcoin really doing nothing, trading near the lows, really not doing anything that would be of interest to traders, unless you do, of course, intraday trading, which is much more tricky, but not impossible. So, for example, let me show it to you here on some random time interval, for example, 7-minute chart, and here's Bitcoin. Basically, I'm thinking that this is a bullish chart right there because this is a chart which is above the blue line, so I would be buying it, for example, right there, or right there, or right there, and this is already probably enough for you to make some money, but hopefully it will go higher. So overall, basically the way my indicators work, we set a trend, we set where to buy, where to sell, at what level to buy, at what level to sell, and then we act accordingly. For example, here is one, a bearish trade on natural gas. Alright, so head over to MasterChartsTrading.com, click on Alerts and Indicators, and sign up for one of the plans. If you want to have the indicators on your chart, these 4 lines, the green, the blue, the red, and the yellow lines, then please sign up for one of the plans that includes access to this price action indicators. Here are the price action indicators. So 2 plans included. One is price action trading, and the other one is total plan with alerts and indicators. And at a $34.95 per month, or even at $29 per month if you build yearly, this is a bargain. You also obviously get members only trading blog, lots of videos on how to trade, and then additionally you get to ask questions if you have any questions, for me via the email. We're also hoping to add a text messaging option, and you should be also able to contact me on TradingView. If you go to TradingView.com, and I am at MasterCharts, so you can chat with me. See where I'm hovering right now? This is a chat sign, private chats. Okay, so again, please sign up, and if you have any questions, then send them in. Thanks for watching, and have another great trading week. Bye-bye.